Good evening, Spurs fans. Andrew here from AJ Aussie Spurs. Thought I'd put a quick video up tonight. Maybe a quick review of the Fulham game and a preview of the Crystal Palace game, and also my thoughts on the ownership and relegation debacle or dogfight that's going on at the moment. Fulham game. I was buzzing for that game. I really did think that this was going to be the turning point. I mentioned it on Johnny's channel, and I mentioned it on a couple of other things too. That I thought, yep, here we go. This is it. This is Igor's big chance. But it was very flat, very very flat. It was midnight our time, and I think I did nod off a couple of times during the game, but just goes to show that this next game against Crystal Palace, we need to go balls out. Just play balls out football. Can't put it any other way. I'd be putting Kinski in goal. I'd have Souza, Van der Ven, Danso. He's played for 2 minutes. I don't care. Put him in. Porro. I'd have Sarr, Basuma, Xavi, and Tell. I put Tell in the midfield. I really don't want Polina or Gallagher. We just got to go balls out. We're at home. Go balls out and do this. Do this like I keep saying. This is what we need to do as supporters and as players and as managers. This is what we need to fucking do. Because it's squeaky bum time. It's getting to that stage. I know there's 10 games to go, and I'm the one that's been there. But watching that game, there's just no improvement at all, which is very disheartening. No new manager bounce, which is what everyone was hoping, which is a bit shit. So just going back to that lineup, I just think we need to just go balls out. Gallagher was non-existent against Fulham. Polina, again, good tackler, but I just think all in. That's it. To dare is to do. As I say, I did a bit of research. I did extensive research. I asked ChatGPT when the to dare is to do motto came about. Apparently it was on our shirts from the 1950s, but I believe it probably would have come out as long before then as being our motto. So we need to get that into our DNA again. We need that this weekend. Absolutely need that 100%. So as I say, balls out. Souza looked all right on the left. Got a bit of pace and you got a natural left footer. Makes so much difference. It makes so much difference. I feel sorry for Archie Gray. I know he's been getting a lot of heat, and a lot of people saying, he's a championship player, but the poor bastard has played in, as I say, it's a wonder he's not being put in goal. That could be the next thing. If Kinski has an absolute shot, I'd put Kinski in, and if Kinski has a shot, put Gray in goal. I'm sure he couldn't do any worse, to be honest. At least he'd be good with his feet. So Crystal Palace, again, 6-point game, isn't it, really? Let's be honest. It's the crux. It's the crunch game. Crunch game, that one, and Nottingham Forest in a couple of weeks. Just like, I found this T-shirt at our local shop here. It was Kmart. Absolute bargain, $10. I was loving it. It was great. Thing on the back too. Absolutely sensational. $10. So the other thing I want to talk about is obviously the ownership and the threat of relegation. I was thinking about it at work today, and I'm again all for getting this regime out, getting this ownership out, and for the disgraceful way that they've run this football club. But I was thinking about it today, and the good old days when either a rich individual or a conglomerate of people, rich people, got together and had a love of football and thought, we'll buy a football team. because of the obscene amount of money involved in football now. I don't think that ever happens. I think the biggest, well, I don't know if you call it a mistake, but the biggest thing that I think that has stuffed us is the stadium, because it's not a Tottenham Hotspur football stadium, it's a Tottenham Hotspur entertainment precinct. Let's be brutally honest, that's what it is now. And people saying that, we need to get relegated for them to change their mindset. I don't think so. We need to stay up for 100% for sure. But even if we go down, for people to think, it'll change their mind because they'll lose. These people didn't get rich from not making money. So they will diversify, and if they lose money from going down to the championship, whether that be through lack of gate revenue and lack of TV money, or what else are they going to do? They're going to diversify and find other ways to make money, which takes further money out of the football club, which is defeating the purpose. What's to stop them? And this isn't just this ownership group. This could be any ownership group that comes in, because they're going to see the stadium as the cockerel that laid the golden egg. Because I'm sure they will go to what we call them councils. I don't know what you call them, local government over there, and say, okay, can we have 10 more concerts a year or 15 more concerts a year? They'll be going to all the music managers, all the boxing promoters, all that, and they say, okay, we can have 10 boxing or 20 boxing nights, 20 concerts, and that'll make up for the money that they're going to lose from going down, getting relegated, or just lack of money, because they're business people, they're not football people. That's why I think the days of a rich individual or a rich conglomerate getting together to buy a football club for fun and for football are gone. I don't think, because of the hideous amount of money that is involved in football now, it just won't happen. I look at the Wrexham thing and with Ryan Reynolds and all that sort of stuff, but that was when they were in the, third, fourth division or whatever it is. I reckon once they get to the Premier League, when they find out that they've got to pay $80 million transfer fee and pay players £200,000 a week, I wonder if the fairy tale they'll say, look, no, not doing that, sell up. Guarantee that will happen, because it wouldn't be sustainable for them to keep whether they put money in. I don't know the full story. I haven't watched the doc, but once it gets to Premier League, it's a different kettle of fish. It's a bigger beast. And whether they'd be prepared to do that, I think if they got to the Premier League, they'd be selling it. And I still maintain that I think this ownership now is shitting themselves about going down, absolutely. And I think what they're, and I've said it before in a couple of other videos, I don't know if their goal will be to get Poch back in the summer. That'll bring the fans on side, and everyone will be, Poch is back, you'll be on it. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, they might pump a little bit of money in to back Poch. No guarantees, but you'd want to hope so. And I believe that if Poch goes on a winning streak, say at Christmas we're second, third, fourth, they'll be saying, okay, let's go, let's get out of here. And the thing that I worry about is the next owners. Their mindset will be similar. It'll all be about the stadium making money and not about the football team. And I think that the people that are if it's an individual, the people that have got that amount of money, they're either going to be tech bloody gurus, young and probably got no interest in football. They will want to develop the stadium into something. You know, who's to say that their training facility would not make what a great wellness centre? You know, that's my biggest fear, is that someone like one of the tech guys will come in, they'll change the have the stadium, but have it, football will still get played, obviously, but their priority will not be the football team. Their priority will be the stadium and the surrounds and all that sort of stuff. Will be the infrastructure, and that's my biggest fear. About getting rid of this ownership, and as I say, I'm 100% behind that, getting rid of it, so we can try and find someone else. But I worry that that because of the insane amount of money, you're not going to get football people wanting to buy football clubs. They will be wanting to buy an entertainment precinct, and that's what Tottenham has become. I suppose in support of Daniel Levy, he wanted the the whole ownership obviously wanted the stadium. He couldn't have done that by himself, but it's very disappointing that that they're not supporting the club. That transfer window, that was the killer, wasn't it? So many injuries. As I say, I'm no financial expert and no business expert. I'm a warehouse worker at a thing, but I was thinking about it today, and I'm thinking, and I heard Johnny say, "Oh, be careful what you wish for," and all this sort of stuff. And it is a bit like that. It is a bit, careful what you wish for. But as I say, I just, the funny feeling I've got is that the idea of a football loving person or football loving group coming in, taking over Spurs and giving 100% commitment to the football team, I don't think it's going to happen. Unfortunately, we can cross our fingers, touch wood, hope it does, but whether it will remain to be seen. Okay, guys, I just thought I'd put a quick one up. No, not a quick one, a bit longer than what I thought, but hopefully, I've got 25 subscribers now, so on the way to 30. Let's go. I've been hitting the X account and gotten a few followers on there, and I'm hoping that they might transfer over and watch a couple of videos. 12 minutes is probably 13 minutes is probably a bit long. Probably need to cut them down a bit so people hold people's interest a bit longer. But as I say, $10 shirt from Kmart. And I've got to say, there wasn't many of these left, but there was a lot of Arsenal ones. Alright guys, as I say, support the shirt, not the suit. Let's do this. Come on you Spurs. Let's go.